What's up, guys? That Pikachu here, and today I'm going to be making not a top 10 video, but a 10 video, I guess, so like a list. And this list will be on my 10 favorite Godzilla monsters. Godzilla will not be included. Godzilla will have his own little thing, so don't worry about that. I'm going to be shiny hunting while I do this, so if I get it shiny, I will let you know, but I shouldn't. So, Number one would be Hedorah. Hedorah is a very interesting monster, and he's very cool to me. It had a really neat little backstory of pollution, it's bad, that kind of stuff that they had back in the 70s because pollution was starting to kind of get more noticeable. It's a really neat monster, and the fight scenes with it and Godzilla I always thought were fun. The movie itself was cheesy, and that's what I like in a Godzilla movie, is usually cheesy. Number two would be Destroyer. Destroyer is very cool. Devilish design. I mean, it's got the hook tail. I'm talking about the final version too. I should have said that. But the hook kind of tail that like clench around necks. I was like, imagine that. Especially if you remember that scene. You should. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but whatever. When Godzilla was getting pulled, through the ground, and his neck was clenched by I believe that's what it was. His tail. And like, I can't remember clearly, I don't know if it was. But it was just a really cool little thing, and I enjoyed that scene. Number three would probably be... I'm on three. Martha Heisei. Martha Heisei, again, is another cool guy. Girl. It's a girl, I hope. But I really liked Heisei Martha more, because it just reminds me of a pretty little butterfly, and I like those. I really, don't get me wrong, I can respect the old Showa Martha and the Millennium Martha, but I hate the design. Not hate it, but it just grosses me out. It makes me think of a moth, and oh, you don't even know how much I hate moths. Like, I know that's the point, but I like the butterfly look a lot more. Number four is Orga. Orga is another cool Godzilla monster to me. And, Orga is just a different kind of monster. It was really cool to watch it move around and have giant hands, like 3-fingered hands and just all that. I think it was one of the most memorable moments too when he died in a Godzilla movie. When Godzilla was inside of him and he blew him up basically. That was just to let you know Godzilla's back. That's how I look at it, and I really like Orga for his design. We're on 5 now, I believe. Right? Yeah. Alright, Showa King Ghidorah. Showa King Ghidorah is really cool. I like it a lot more than the other designs because of the flaily necks. I always thought those were kind of cool. I'm doing a motion right now, but you can't see it, but the flaily necks was really cool to me. Especially the fuzz around their necks or whatever, I don't know what you would call that, like around the head, what it's like connects the head to the neck. But I really like that. And it was in a couple good movies, too. Number 6. I want to say Vaughn, but I don't really want to count that as a Godzilla monster. Gigan from the flippin' Final Wars movie. Now, don't get me wrong, I like the original Gigan just as much. Honestly, I could pick either one and I wouldn't really be mad. But I like, especially, the only reason I like the Millennium one is because of the chainsaw hands. I always liked the design of those and how when it was like on the ground and it would just go forward with it. I always thought that was kind of cool. I really enjoyed Gigan as a monster, and it was really cool to see him. So that was, let's see, that was 6. So number 7 is, how I got 4. Okay, I believe it was Space Godzilla I wrote down. Space Godzilla, again, is another cool monster to me. Space Godzilla was interesting, and, the powers it has is really cool, and in the video games, especially when you're playing as him, really, really cool monster. And that's why I got to like him, was the video games. Save the Earth and Unleashed. I loved those games. More Save the Earth more, but still. I mean, it just brings back so much nostalgia to me. And now, we are in, the final 3. And these are going to be interesting. Number 8 we'll do, okay? Muto. Now, the Muto is always cool to me because the Muto was just an interesting monster, very futuristic design, very Hollywood-like monster. But yeah, the movie it was in, it just brought back memories of, hey, it's a Godzilla movie. There was destruction, there was pretty cool fights. If I had to prefer one, it would probably be the male. I like the wings on it, and, you know, I like that little part where he's at the airport and he turns around and kind of screeches and his wings go up in the air. It's like a defense mechanism. I always thought that was cool. Or scare tactic, I don't know. But, you know, number 9, Baragon. Would prefer Millennium, but I like Showa too. Baragon is a very interesting monster to me, and I've always liked Baragon. Just always. I've always liked his little horn he has, his ears, how they go up when he's skinned, or whatever he does. I enjoy that, okay? Okay, what anyone says, I enjoy that a lot. Basically that's all I really had to say with Baragon. Baragon's another cool monster and such, and, yeah. And then number 10, I hope I'm on 10. If I'm on 9, I am sorry. But, yeah. Number 10 would be, and this one is going to be interesting, Gabra. Now, if you don't know who Gabra is, you know that green monster with the orange hair? Yeah, that one. I love that monster. It's just so cheesy, but I love the design. I don't know why. I like the little warts on him. I like his little kind of cat face, his horn. People hate on him, I think, a bit too much, honestly. I love Gabra. I love his little war he has. I don't know how you go. I don't know how you do that. That's 2 impressions so far I've made on Godzilla monsters. But, he's probably my favorite Showa monster, honestly. I know that's a big statement, but it probably is. I mean, the Showa was okay. You know? But, making me think about it more, I really enjoy him. And it's just, I love Gabra. He had a really cool kind of story too. When I think about it, I think about it like this. His kind of backstory was like he's a bully to Manila or whatever. And if you honestly think about it, you know, we can relate to that. There's a bigger guy with a smaller underdog, I guess you could say. And he's beating on us, and, you know, or she's beating on, you know, her. I don't know how it would work. But, because, I mean, I was bullied, honestly, by a bigger kid than me at the time. And it scared me. But then, I liked how Godzilla came in and started, you know, beating the crap out of him. And I'm not saying you should beat the crap out of people. If you have to, do it. But what I'm trying to get at here is this. Someone bigger and better. I don't want to say better, but bigger. Better, I guess, is a better because, you know, he's nicer. Helps you. And that's what Godzilla did in that movie with his son. And it kind of made me happy to think, hey, they kind of had a cool little moral. The movie itself, I hate. I'm aware that it's a bad movie. I know it reuses fights. I'm aware. It sucks. I know. But I love the design. I like the final fight scene. It was wacky and stupid. And it's just, you know, it was fun. Anyways, that's going to end this top 10. Hopefully it was top 10. Leave a comment leaving your top 10. If I did forget a monster, remind me. And I will post a, well, not my top 10, but my list. Gabra, though, is my favorite Godzilla monster, probably. If I can't pick him, it would probably be Muto or Baragon, or just tied between 3. But, I meant to say that. But hope you all enjoyed. Leave a comment again, like I said before, leaving your favorite Godzilla monster. I'm hoping I'm going to edit out, well, I'm going to edit this video and get pictures and put them in for you guys. So, yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in part 2 of the Godzilla Marathon.